I am recording this video for myself in the past, 7 years in the past, because that's when I started traditional wet shaving. These are the things that I would like to know about picking out the best safety razor for like a beginner, or for somebody that's on a budget and wants to try something new. My name's Greg Tardif, this is Shaving with Greg Tardif, and I appreciate you watching so far. When jumping into looking at a better way to shave or a different way to shave, or just trying to get less irritation on your skin, there's a few categories that I have here today. Most accessible, most budget friendly, mindless, trendy, best all around, and then there's even an honorable mention, huzzah. And there'll be links to each and every one of these in the description below. For most accessible, okay, this is something that you can get at a brick and mortar store, at like a Walgreens or even maybe a CVS, I think, I don't know. Get at Target. That's how we used to call it in South Dakota, Target. And on the internet, you can buy it on Amazon, things like that. You can buy almost anything on Amazon. It's by a big name brand that probably anybody that shaved their face knows, and it's Gillette, and this is the King C Gillette. Now for me, I actually do not like this razor for the handle, but most people that use this razor really like it. If I look past the handle, it does give me a good shave, and it is available in a ton of stores, online and in person. The razor, you can typically find it for sale anywhere from $17 to $30, and it's all over the place how much it costs. The razor blades that they provide with it aren't my favorite, but they'll get you started. I recommend buying a variety pack to see which one works best for you, your face, and your razor. Pick up one of those too. The King C Gillette is a 3-piece razor, and what that means is it has a handle, has a comb or a base plate, and it has a top cap. The razor blade goes between the top cap and the comb, and then you screw on the handle. Provides force that helps curve your razor blade so that when you're shaving, it's not just straight right into your face. The Parker 22R is going to be the budget-friendly one because it's consistently about $29. This one, where the King C Gillette was a 3-piece, is a twist to open. I always find the twist to opens to be more accessible to newbies to the hobby, just because it's a lot easier to change out the blade without fear of cutting your hands off or your fingers or anything like that. It's a safer way to change blades, at least for me, and probably everybody else in the world. So it's gonna take a hard stance on that. The 22R, great little razor. It's got a gunmetal finish. It's heavy enough because when you're shaving with a safety razor, you don't wanna actually put pressure on your face from your hands, let the razor do the work. So that's great. For mindless, meaning you don't really have to think about what you're doing while you're shaving, because with like safety razors, you wanna try and keep like a 30-degree angle on your face and all that kind of stuff. This, you just kind of follow along with it. It's also super easy to change the blades. There's a little key like this. You stick it in, and then you push the old blade out by putting in a new blade. And this is called an injector razor, and this is the Supply SE. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's $59. I find that it gives me some of the best, quickest shaves out there. It's very low maintenance. The razor blades themselves last maybe 3-4 shaves longer than the double-edged safety razors, just because the blade's a little bit thicker. Trendy. Now, if you were just getting into the safety razor world, there's a good chance you don't know what Parker is or what Rex Ambassador is or anything like that, but you probably know what Manscaped is. This is their Manscaped Plow 2.0. This one's about $34, $35 depending on where you buy it from, and it's a safety razor 3-piece like the King C Gillette. I find it's easier to hold. It's a more slender handle, and I usually like chunkier handles, but this one has what they call knurling on the handle that helps grip it, and it's a lot better than what's on the King C Gillette. The weight's really good, and it provides a really good shave with a lot of audio feedback, meaning you can hear it cutting through the hairs, which is a good sign for some razors, and some people are really into that. The best all-around razor for me, if I were to start getting into traditional wet shaving or a better way to shave, it's gonna be your leaf twig, okay? This is highly accessible online, highly touted as a great razor, and I've only recently had it, and I agree it is a good razor. This uses half double-edged blades, okay? So it's a double-edged blade that you can break in half. One thing I like about it is it does have a magnet right up there, so it helps lock in that razor blade while you clamp down the top. If you are just starting out, I would recommend picking up, you can buy half blades, I think is what they're called, but they are pretty nifty, and I like it. I like the handle, I like the way it holds. The angle on the head is more consistent with what you might be used to if you're coming from a cartridge. You got a bunch of different cool finishes. This one's the prism, which I really like and I think is really neat. It is on a higher scale of price. It's $69. At the time of recording this video, they are about $49 on sale, which I think is a good deal. When it comes to honorable mention, this one is pretty nifty. It's a newer razor to the market, but it's from an old friend, basically, from the razor company, the TRC aluminum razor. It's a 3-piece razor. It's lightweight. You may see things like the Henson out there, the Focus Tri-Talk, things like that. It's very much in line with those razors, but I like this. Good shaver, and it's about $45. So when it comes to aluminum razors, it's on the lower end of cost, so I appreciate that. If you have any questions or other suggestions for entry-level or budget-friendly razors, put them down in the comments. I will talk to you soon. I am sick and I'm hoping to feel better soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.